Hello everyone, I'm Sofia Caiolo from ALDA, the European Association for Local Democracy. I'm Italian, but I live in Brussels, and I will tell you a bit more about the SDGs in Italy. So first of all, I think in Italy, the government and big organizations are quite aware of what the Sustainable Development Goals are, but they are still very far from citizens. And for instance, I was contacting an association, a local association of my city that work on this thematic, but since they were really local, they were really disconnected to the European agenda, and global agenda, I would say. So I think more awareness should be taken into account. Regarding the SDGs that are more relevant in Italy, in this moment, considering that they are all linked to each other, so we should of course take into consideration all of them. If I need to focus on some keys SDGs, I would say SDG 10 to reduce inequalities, as migration is a big issue in Italy. Then SDG 13, climate change, especially with the last episodes, for instance in Venice, where there was a huge high level of the water and it risked to disappear in the next years. And my favorite one, let's say, is SDG 4 with the target SDG 4.7, so education to sustainable development, which I think is crucial to reach all the other goals. A good initiative from Italy, from the Ministry of Education, was that they introduced education to sustainable development in schools, and they trained 33,000 teachers to teach sustainable development in schools. So I think this is a good example, and Italy is quite behind for lots of things, but this is an improvement that could take into account in other EU countries. Another example that I think it could be relevant is the Festival for Sustainable Development, which is organized every year by the Italian Alliance for Sustainable Development. And this festival is 17 days, so one day per each SDG. And there are plenty of initiatives and associations that collaborate with that, and municipalities, of course. And you can subscribe to this festival, and I think also this could be a best practice to reproduce in other countries.